Hello, third graders. It's time for math. I know that's your favorite, and I don't want to hear any groaning over there, so let's just get it done. First off, you're going to find a packet in your envelope that looks like this. It's the end of course exam. It is page after page after page long, but it's all multiple choice. You'll find that after you get started, it won't take you very long at all. I ask you to read the questions carefully. Go back and read them again. When you're done, check your answers. Most of them just call for you to circle an answer. Some of them you will have to figure out. If you have to figure them out, just figure them out in the margin over here or on a separate piece of paper. I don't care. Until you come to the right answer, and then you go back and circle A, B, C, or D. It looks like it's really long. I mean, it's 11 pages, but there's only a few problems on each page. So it won't take you that long, especially when you don't have to figure everyone out. Some of them you just have to look at and circle. So it really won't take you that long. Be very careful with it. I want you to do a good job on this. When you have finished this, then I want you to go to your new math book, your 5-4 book, and we are going to start lesson number 1. Now, even though we're done with the third grade book, do not hand it back yet. You might have math corrections on it, and you'll need that book. So do not hand it back. I will tell you when to hand it back. So right now, let's go to book 5-4 and look at lesson number 1. It starts out fairly easy. It says review of addition stories, and missing addends part 1. We're going to go right into the new concept. I'm going to read it with you. Follow along. I'm on page 1. It says addition is the combining of two groups in one group. For example, we can count the dots on the top faces of a pair of dot cubes or dice we are adding. 4 plus 3 equals 7. The numbers that are added are called addends. The answer is called the sum. Make sure you have those two terms burned in your brain because they will be used all through this book. The expression 4 plus 3 equals 7 is a number sentence. A number sentence is a complete sentence that uses numbers and symbols instead of words. Here we show two ways to add 4 and 3. 4 plus 3 equals 7 and 3 plus 4 equals 7. Turn the page. Notice that if the order of addends is changed, the sum remains the same. This property of addition is true for any two numbers and is called the commutative property of addition. When we add two numbers, either number may be first. When we add 0 to a number, the number is not changed. This property of addition is called the identity property of addition. If we start with a number and then add 0, the sum is identical to the starting number. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 9 plus 0 equals 9. 0 plus 7 equals 7. Example number 1. Write a number sentence for this picture. Well, if you look at the picture, there are 4 dots on one of the die and 5 on the other. So to write a number sentence, I'll get my marker here. So we have 4 plus 5 equals 9. And remember, it said a sentence. A sentence goes across, not up and down. It doesn't matter if we change the order. We could still put 5 plus 4 equals 9. We're going to get the same answer. It doesn't matter which order you put them in. When adding 3 numbers, the numbers may be added in any order. Here we show 6 ways to add 4, 3, and 5. Each way, the answer is 12. It doesn't matter how you mix the numbers up, you're still going to get 12. Let's look at example number 2. Show 6 ways to add 1, 2, and 3. Well, we'll add 1, 2, 3. That's one way. Then we can add 1, 3, 2. That's another way. Then we can put the 2 up at the top. 2, 1, 3. And 2, 3, 1. Or we can put the 3 at the top. 3, 1, 2. Or 3, 2, 1. We're always going to get the same number, the same sum. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. This is 6. They're all going to be 6. It doesn't matter what order you put them in, but I know in your lessons they ask you to do this quite often. Okay, let's look at part F where it says addition stories. Many word problems tell a story. Some stories are about putting things together. Look at this story. I'm at the bottom of page 2. John had 5 marbles. He bought 7 more marbles. Now John has 12 marbles. Go to the top of page 3. There is a pattern to this story. John has some marbles, then he bought some more marbles. Then he put the marbles together. He found the total number of marbles. Some and some more stories like this have an addition pattern. So we add some, 5 marbles, some more, 7 marbles, total 12 marbles. Here we show the pattern written sideways. Some plus some more equals total. 5 marbles plus 7 marbles equals 12 marbles. Okay, let's look. Oh, they show a diagram how to do it too. Sum is 5, more plus 7, and the total is 12. Let's look at example number 3. Miguel saw 8 ducks. Then he saw 7 more ducks. How many ducks did Miguel see in all? Well, how many did he see the first time? He saw 8 ducks. And make sure you label everything. Then he saw some more ducks. How many did he see the second time? 7 ducks. How many did he see? We need to add them together. 8 plus 7 is 15 ducks. Do not forget to label. Okay? Let's look at example number 4. Samantha saw rabbits in the field. She saw 5 rabbits in the east field. She saw 3 rabbits in the west field. She saw 4 rabbits in the north field. How many rabbits did Samantha see in all? Well, I'm going to erase this one. She saw 5 rabbits first. Yes, you have to label. Then how many did she see? 3 rabbits. And how many did she see in the last field? 4 rabbits. And we add them all together. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 4 is 12. She saw 12 rabbits. Don't forget to label. Okay, turn the page. Missing addends, part 1. It says some of the problems in this book will have an addend missing. When one addend is missing and the sum is given, The problem is to find the missing addend. Can you figure out the missing addend in this number sentence? 2 plus something equals 7. Since we know that 2 plus 5 equals 7, the missing addend is 5. We will then use a letter to represent a missing number, as we see in the example below. So look at example number 5. 4 plus n equals 7. Well, we can do this one in our head. We can just subtract, or we know 4 plus 3 equals 7. So underneath, I want you to write n equals 3. I do not want it written over here. No. I want it written underneath, okay? Let's try B on that one. In this problem, the letter B used to stand for the missing addend. Since 4 plus 6 where's my problem at? B plus 6 equals 10. Well, we already know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. So we can just write underneath it, B equals 4. I hope you understand this. And that is the end of lesson number 1. Let's go to lesson number 2. Missing addends, part 2. I'll get rid of this. And let's go to the new concept. It says Derek, and not the Derek in our class, rolled a dot cube 3 times. The picture shows the top face of the cube for the first 2 rolls. The first roll he got 5. The second roll he got 3. The total number of dots on all 3 rolls was 12. Can you draw a picture of Derek's third roll? So he got 5 the first time. And then he got 3 the second time. What do you think goes here? Because it has to equal 12, right? So 5 plus 3 is 8. So how many dots are in our third cube? Well, 8 plus what gives us 12? 4. So I can put 4 dots on there. I can also write it in a number sentence. 5 plus 3 plus, let's use n equals 12. And then you can figure it out. 5 plus 3 is 8. What do you add to 8 to get 12? 4. So n equals 4. Now, sometimes they let you pick your own letters that you want to use. Never use a 0 or an O or an L because they look too much like numbers. Always pick something that does not look like a number. This is the end of lesson 2. I hope you will be able to do these 2 lessons. But please first do the end of course test. We'll see how you do when you turn your papers in. Goodbye.